Part 2, Chapter 1. Part 2 is where the narrative flow starts really going. The whole first part was mainly about exposition and world building. So at the beginning of Chapter 1 of Part 2, Winston sees a girl at work, and as they're walking down this hallway, she's got a caster on her arm. He thinks she might have hurt it working on the machines. Anyway, so she falls in front of him, and he notices that she looks hurt. He helps her up, and as he helps her up, they're right in front of a telescreen, she passes him a note. He doesn't read it yet. He goes straight back to work, and he tries his hardest not to act like anything happened, but he's super agitated. He doesn't know if it's like a direction to kill himself by the thought police, or maybe it's a note from the Brotherhood. So he gets some work done. He winds up opening the note secretly as he's going through papers, and the note says, "I love you." He gets really shocked. He reads it again. Of course, he doesn't show any of this expression because the telescreen is right there. And then he throws it in the memory hole and burns it. All of a sudden, Winston feels like he wants to live, so he starts being more careful in what he does. He doesn't want to do like the stupid stuff like walking around old London and things like that. So he tries for a couple of days to find a way to talk to her. He tries several times in the canteen, but he's always interrupted by Mr. Parsons or something. So anyway, he finally is able to talk to her. They decide to meet in the city square, and when they meet, there's a huge crowd forming up because POWs are arriving from the war. So as this big crowd is gathering up and yelling, they kind of talk really quietly to each other, and they decide to meet in the country in a place she knows. She gives them specific directions, and as they're standing right next to each other, they hold hands just for a brief second. But for Winston, it feels like an eternity. Of course, he can't look at her. He's still staring at the prisoners.